Hey Gary, how's it going?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing well, thanks. I understand that this album, the songs on the album, were written over a long span of time.
Yes.
Can you talk a little bit about that? And I mean, they come together so well and flow together so well. Can you talk
Yeah,
about that?
this is probably it's not probably it's a culmination of three separate projects. One that I did by myself with Greg Drummond in my band, one I did with Jay Joyce in my band, and then the last one I did with Tony Brown and Mark Wright. And for that project, I put together the whole crew that we made Smoke Rings in the Dark with. Um, I've turned in 28 songs, and I think each time that I did, uh, music had changed so much. It was kind of in the height of that bro country thing. And long story short, I just dragged my feet through it until some of that went away. And when this 90s thing started to come back, I thought that's my bag. I went and got Mark Wright and Tony Brown and went and found all the guys that played on my stuff back then. And it was like an old reunion. It felt so comfortable. It was so fun. And I absolutely love this album because of that. And because it was done over such a long period of time, and I had so many good songs already, just going through and picking the cream off of everything was made for a really strong album. I'm excited for everybody to hear it. Excited to go play it.
I can hear smoke rings through that. So
Yeah,
thanks for clearing that up.
yeah, yeah.
It's a great sound.
Thanks.
I understand that you own the house that Conway once owned. I'd love to hear about that house and what it feels like being there, and if that's what drew you to the house initially.
Now, what drew me is it's the point of the peninsula, so it's almost got like a 360 view of water, and it's kind of built into a point on the point of a peninsula. Uh, Super cool that he owned it. It's vibey. There's a lot of things that I left because I knew that they were like that when he had it. I left my patio like that. There's a theater in it that has, pictures of his albums. I believe there's one of him and one of the Judds for a record. My gym was his beauty salon. That's where he got his first perm. People magazine wrote it about it as the curl heard round the world. His ex-wife came in and gave me a walkthrough and told me all the stories of the house. There's a hidden door in my closet that's a mirror that you push on it opens up, and there's a sink in there and stuff like that. I heard he was a real primper, so he would go in there where nobody could see him, because back in those days there was like a couch in his bathroom, and that was kind of a thing. People would hang out in the salon, and it was a big thing. Even George Jones had a barber that would come to his house. So everybody kind of had a hair salon in their deal. It's super cool house though. Really pretty. We just got done renovating it, and it definitely has. I have Conway stuff up in there. He used to have his fan club parties at the house, and then he would flip burgers. And his ex-wife gave me it's a tour book basically, but the whole thing was shot in the house. I've been thinking about redoing it. He had a Bronco and I have an old Bronco, and I've been thinking about just wearing his trucker hat and doing all the exact same photos that he did and remaking that book.
Oh, you should do that. And have you ever caught yourself singing a Conway Twitty song in there?
Lots of times. Yeah, Conway lives in my house for sure.
We all know about your creative side in music, Gary, but your jewelry making is fascinating to me. Can you walk me through that? And how long have you been doing that?
It's been a few years now. This started a long time ago when I was renegotiating with the label. And I had a bunch of time off, and I just wanted to appear to have gone dark, so to speak. So anybody that wrote with me, I told them you couldn't tell anybody you were at my house. And then I went to a jewelry school, learned how to set diamonds and learned how to cast gold, learned how to cast silver. And I think I've always been fascinated with that stuff, and I love to make things. So it was my new thing to drink scotch up in my shop and do. And now my oldest daughter works for me full time, and we probably put out 100 to 200 pieces a month.
Wow. And where can we see that?
On Gary Allan Jewelry, GaryAllan.com.
Okay,
Just
thanks.
click on shop, and I mostly do like wedding rings and engagement rings for friends. But we have some hand carved skulls, and we do lyric beads. Put lyrics of the songs so you can put them on bracelets and stuff like that.